Hey guys, what's up? It's Allison and I'm back with another squishy theme video. And I must say, I'm super excited for this video. It is going to be completely different from my normal videos. It's actually going to be a lot of back and forth between me sitting here, filming like I normally do, and showing you different clips and things of me actually making the DIY squishy display. So I do apologize for the back and forth, but without further ado, let's get started into the video. What I'll be doing today is what's called upcycling. So basically, I'm really into trying to help out with nature and recycling and everything, and I think upcycling is a really good way to do that. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you how to make one of these. And it doesn't have to be exactly this. It could, of course, be your own design, your own style. Of course, you could add little shelves in here if you wanted to do just packaged squishies. Of course, this one right here is exclusively for squishies that have tags so that they can hang. But I think this is a really cute idea. But without further ado, let's get on into the making of these squishy displays. So first off, obviously, you're going to need something to make the display. And I just have these boxes. These are not easy to come by, so you obviously don't have to use this exact box, but I just got 4 of them from a place that I used to work at before, and they were really thick and nice, and I decided to use them. So the box opens like this, and basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting along this line here to separate the lid from the actual box itself. Alright, so all I have done is I've taken an X-Acto knife and I've very carefully cut along this edge to separate the lid from the box. And now all you're going to be needing to do is you're going to be needing fabric. Now you don't have to use the same fabric that I'm using here. You don't even have to use fabric. You could use cardstock. You could use anything you wanted just to make a cute little design on the back to sit behind your squishies. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to take whichever fabric you want to do. I'm actually doing a design with 2 different kinds. And I use this, which is just a simple spray adhesive. It's very easy to use. Just know that this will get your fingers sticky and you will have to wash your hands a decent amount to get it off of your hands. But I use this, I spray the back inside of the board, I cut out the fabric, and then I attach it with the spray adhesive. And this is just one that I've already went ahead and done that just to show you all. And you could stop here if you wanted to, but I like to take care of this edge right here that you could still see from the front. Now most people would probably just measure out the inside of the box, cut that piece of fabric out, and then glue it all down at once, but I'm lazy and I didn't really feel like having to measure it and then pin it in place and mark it before I cut it. So basically what I do is I take my spray adhesive, and you can see it here, and don't worry about being able to tell that this is wet. As you can see here, whenever it dries it's perfectly clear and dry, so you can't tell. But I glue this first corner, making sure the edges are lined up down here, and then I just move up gradually, making sure that this side does not have glue and that this side does, so that I can then mark it on this one edge and cut it once. And for me, that just saves time. I just wanted to show you all that this little crinkling in the fabric can happen. And all you need to do is make sure that you smooth it over and work it out as you spray, and then it will dry flat and you won't have any wrinkles in your fabric. So I have all of the right side here glued, and now what I am doing is none of this side is glued, and I'm taking just a regular colored pencil and I'm going to be marking right here on the edge so that I can lift it up and just cut along the edge and finish gluing it into place. Alright, now that that's done, obviously you could just stop here, as I said before, like I did with this one. But what I actually am going to be doing, just my preference, is I don't want this to be visible as just cardboard. So what I've done is I've taken the opposite color of the fabric that I've used for the back, and I'm going to line the edges with it. Just like over here, the back is blue, so I'm going to be using the gray chevron and covering all of the edges around the inside of the box. Okay, so now what I've done is I've measured the distance between here and here and left a little bit extra for the fabric whenever I've cut it out. And I've cut it long enough so that it will go all the way around in the inside of the box. And what I do is I just spray the back of this with my adhesive spray. And I also wanted to take this time to mention that you do not have to use adhesive spray. You could use Elmer's glue, you could use hot glue. I'm already using a different brand because I ran out, and I just have a ton of different ones, so it doesn't really matter. Just know that if you use an adhesive other than spray adhesive, it may take a little bit longer to dry. But I just spray or put whatever adhesive you want to on the inside sides of your box, and then you just line the fabric up as nice as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, and just smooth it over so that it looks nice and pretty. Alright guys, so I finished putting the fabric around the edge. Obviously it has not had time to dry yet, but I did just want to show you that you could also stop here. But what I'm going to be doing is, instead of leaving this edge, I actually made sure that whenever I measured, I left off a little bit of extra fabric to be able to fold it over. But if you are planning to do this, these corners where they are not cut, they will not bend. So all you have to do is take your scissors and snip it right in the corner so that one can lay one way and the other will lay the other way, and it makes for a very, very nice seam. And I do want to say that whenever you're using any form of sharp objects, any kind of spray that may have toxic fumes in it, obviously this is not great to breathe in. Any super glue, hot glue, if you are young, under the age of 12, or really no matter what age you are, as long as you are on the younger side, make sure you have parents' permission before trying to achieve this DIY. I also just wanted to say as a tip that I advise whenever you are doing this, if you decide to leave the little extra on the top, to flip over the top edge of your box, to spray a very, very thin line of the glue, or put a very thin amount of the glue around the edge. Let it dry just slightly so it's more sticky, and then fold it over and it will stay much, much easier. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I finished the 3 that I had not done yet out of the 4 boxes that I have. And as you can see, I did a back and forth pattern between the back being the blue color and the back being the gray color, and vice versa, with the edges being the opposite as the back. And I absolutely love how these came out. I actually got a total of 3 yards of fabric per color that I got. And I actually ended up having tons of fabric left over in both colors. And also I wanted to show you that you don't only have to use boxes these size. This is just another box that I have that I got from a place that I work, but you can see that it is much smaller than the other ones, but it would work for the same purpose. If you wanted to put shelves in here, you could, or if you just wanted to make this into these like I have here, it would be very simple. And if you all have any questions about anything in this video, make sure to comment down below. I also real quick just wanted to show you guys how easy it would be to add shelves into boxes like these, so that you could display not only squishies that have tags that you could hang them, but also squishies that just sit in packaging. So as you know from watching the video, I cut the top lids off of each of these boxes, and that means that this width is actually perfect for creating shelves. So all you would need to do is measure how thick you would want your shelves, cut them, cover them in fabric, and then you could easily just slide it in. One more thing that I wanted to show you, and I'm sorry that the angle is different for you guys, but this is actually a jewelry display that I made a few years back, and I used the same technique and methods that I used in this video, and I just covered a cork board with the fabric. I used glittery duct tape around the edges, and I just used clear push pins, and I hung my jewelry on them. So you could use this technique for many different DIYs, crafts, and decorative pieces to hang up in your room, or do anything that you would like. Alright guys, that's it for the tutorial. I'm gonna go back to just regular normal sitting me in the chair. And we're back with normal me again. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. I hope I made it as easy for you all to follow as possible. And I'm just going to include a few tips and tricks that I learned as I was making them. So before I even get into the tips, I do want to mention, yes, my fingers look very, very dirty. And that is because I was using spray adhesive and then touching the wet fabric. So they are a little bit sticky, but just bear with me. These are the 3 brands of spray adhesives that I ended up using in this video, and I literally just had them all laying around. I'm a very crafty person, so I didn't have to go out and buy one, but I did want to say that out of the 3 that I used, this one was by far the best one. It was the easiest to spray, and the others, especially this one, was very, very wet. So if you are going to go out and buy spray adhesive, I definitely recommend this. Not at all sponsored or anything like that. I'm not biased. I promise you guys, I'm totally, completely real with you all. And I totally recommend this one. But thank you all so, so much for watching this video. If you got this far, you were awesome. I hope you learned and loved everything that you saw in this video. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever, do not hesitate to contact me, Instagram, Gmail, comment section down below. I promise I will reply to you guys. And I know this video is definitely way more off base than my normal videos, but I hope you all enjoy it. If you all want me to do more DIY kind of crafty videos, let me know. I'm a really crafty person, so it would definitely be up my alley. But of course, my channel will always be based solely around squishies. But with that, do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification if you like this video, comment down below if you want me to do more videos like this, or if you have any questions whatsoever about anything that you saw in this video. Like the video if you liked it, and I can't wait to see you all next time.